Saturday, y'all, here in America, and in Australia, we are in
Sunday, because we're ahead of you guys. So funny.
Your favorite girls are back for another live. We've been doing this every week, and we just love connecting with you guys. So you guys know what to do. Let us know in the chat where you're chiming in from. We love to know what part of this beautiful world you're tuning in. Hashtag live, hashtag replay. Joe and I are going to talk about one of our favorite things, which is empowering women and leveraging income. Right, Joe?
Yes, we are. I'm excited. Right. Let's show some more women how to live boldly.
Amen, sister. Okay, here we go. And I'll wait for the chats for you guys to come on, but as we're just going to move this quite along because, we know time is valuable. So we're just going to go right it. Again, if you're new to me, my name's Rochelle, Rockstar Rochelle. On the virtual world, I made a six-figure income here online. Being in the online space for many years, working full-time as a nurse. I'm a mom, and I live in Northern California. So if I can do it, you can do it too. And I partner with this amazing woman named Joe. You will learn more about her here in our slides. So we're just going to go ahead and dive right in. Okay. All right. So I forgot, Joe, a little bit that we would be doing that. Right? Okay. So what we'll cover today during our live today is a leverage income model, and we'll dive deeper into that, where it is not your traditional way of earning income. We are wanting, because we want more flexibility, so you need to leverage your income. We're going to talk about social media impact, how to create branding, show authentic. Hey Nancy on YouTube, all the way from Ohio, and not only that, but just show up as a better version of yourself with your health and your wealth. Then we'll dive into automated sales and systems. This is actually one of my favorite things because as a busy mom, a busy nurse, a busy person, flexibility is what I truly love and is very empowering, all because we do have automated sales and systems, meaning that these things work for you while you're out on the beach, while you're on holiday or on vacation. And then lastly, we're going to talk about community and connection. Just like Joe and I, you feel our vibes, you feel our energy, and it's amazing to be welcomed among a group that just are all on the same level. Right, Joe?
Absolutely, rockstar.
Here is just a little income and earnings disclaimer. Just because this is placed on public, we just have to say that the typical incomes and numbers you see are not typical, but it's more of like an inspiration and a model just to show you how things work in our industry. All right. So most people find an income stream and then find a way to enjoy their life in a small pockets of time they have left. The key to successful life is to get clear on your dream life first, then find an income stream that supports that dream life. If you've ever read The 4-Hour Workweek, it's been a book that changed my life and my perspective in terms of what I define as success. There it is. Thanks, Joe. So as we get older, and especially after pandemic, our definition of success has definitely changed in terms of finding a balance with our personal life and our work life. So let's put our personal life first and then our work life, right?
Yeah, exactly. So the freedom formula, everybody. So the word freedom, like it gets thrown around really like every day. And I get it, right? Everyone wants freedom. What we're really going to show you today, hello, Callie. I don't know if I've pronounced your name correctly.
You did.
Really, like the freedom formula is freedom in really 4 areas. Okay. Like obviously we want freedom in our health, right? There's no point having all the money and time in the world if our health is suffering. And true wealth is literally, for me, true wealth has been able to say yes to whatever we want without checking our bank account. Okay. Mm-hmm. It's also without checking our calendar. Okay. Without checking our schedule. And that's the leverage time. Okay. So you're going to hear more about my story in a moment, but I've been in the online world 1 decade next year. And I truly love, like there is no, you could never, ever get me to go back to a job or anything like that because my time is my own. And the time is the only thing that we don't get back. Also location flexibility. So for me, I've always lived in big cities. Like just drop a 1 in the chat if you live in a city, right? Like that was my norm. I thought I always would until I didn't need to go to the big job in the big city anymore because of this network marketing income I had created. And suddenly now I live at the beach in a house like overlooking the water, and there's cows next to me, and it's only an hour and a half from the city. That's important to me. I want proximity, but I don't want to be in the city. And like, there's not even any traffic lights in my town, which to me is location flexibility.
Sounds beautiful, Joe.
It is
So
beautiful.
I mentioned when we first started a little bit about me. I'm Rochelle, like I mentioned, and I live in Northern California in the U.S. I work as a nurse, and I was introduced to network marketing almost 10 years ago when my oldest was like just a baby. And when I first dived into the industry, it was something that I wanted to call my own. You know, I was a tired mom. I started a new department, and I wanted something that I can control and like wasn't like pulled everywhere. So I joined for the connection and the community, but I stayed because of the income. Now, mind you, this was income that I was paying for my Starbucks. And then as the kids got older, it was to help pay for like Girl Scouts or, you know, little extracurricular activities. And now recently, because of my online business, I'm able to put my kids in private school. But as the years came along, especially after COVID, my parents' health started to decline. And then my time and my attention was being pulled between my personal life, which was, you know, being a mom, nurse, and entrepreneur, and all that stuff, and also caring for my parents. And I was struggling, and I was slowly burning out, and I just did not know that. And so in the beauty of my mom passing, I found the clarity of like, okay, I meant for more. Life is too short. I'm tired of playing small, and I want this feeling of empowerment and sharing it with others. And you know, I will always love Joe for always pouring into me and until now, because I'm still trying to find myself, still finding my belief, and her belief and her view of me is what fires me every day to show up. Because you know, grief shows up differently, but I'm going to focus on the strong parts. And with that being said, for wanting more, like I wanted to like move away from just focusing on products and finding a way that I can leverage my time, my income, and increase my flexibility with the business we chose to partner with. Because now I'm able to make this income like passively or residually, and eventually pass it on to my kids. Like, you know, like that's a legacy in and of itself, right? So that's a little bit about me. Now let's hear about Joe.
Thank you. So look, I could say a lot of things about me, you guys, but what I want to focus our conversation today on network marketers, because that's what we are, right? Both between Rockstar and I, like nearly 2 decades, next year, 2 decades in this amazing industry. And this industry's changed my life, right? There's been no other income into my family for 7 years. Okay, so it took me 2 years to leave the corporate world, 2 years of building the income till I didn't need the big salary anymore. So this industry has changed my life. But here's what's changed for me recently. My first 9 years in this industry, I was in low ticket. And I went to the top of 2 low ticket network marketing companies. I loved the products. I shared the products. I got paid. And I got paid really well because I had pre-existing skills. I knew how to recruit. I knew how to sell. I knew how to train leaders. Most women in network marketing don't have those skills. So they don't get to the levels that I got to, right? I mean, Rockstar did 6 figures, multiple 6 figures. That's incredible. She also had skills as a nurse and leading teams and things like that, and selling. And for me, I mean, yeah, I did really well. I've made over 7 figures and that great stuff. And I've helped many people to make over 6 figures a year. But unfortunately, there were thousands that I couldn't help. There were thousands that did the work and didn't get paid. And or didn't get paid as much as what they should have been getting paid given their efforts. And I want you to drop a 1 in the chat when you watch this. I know you guys are all going to watch this on the replay because it's Saturday night there and, you know, Sunday morning here. Just drop a 1 in the chat if you are bold enough to do so, because it's pretty vulnerable to admit that, yeah, it didn't really work for me, okay? So over a year ago, I was like, what is going on here? The network marketing space, it's not working. And I knew it wasn't working because we were having to put more and more customers in the top
Mm-hmm.
to just get paid the same. And in fact, it wasn't working because it just kept declining and kept declining. And if that's you, if you're watching this and you're like, that is me, go and follow me for a start. Okay. I am Yes Life Money with Joe on Instagram. And anyway, you can find me through this live. Rockstar will tag me. The reason I want you to follow me is because I'm on a mission to free women from low ticket. And every day in my content, I speak about why the system is broken. I'm not going to go into it now, but because it was so severely broken, I knew I had to get out for myself, my team, and our family's sakes. And I moved to high ticket, which is the business model that we're going to show you today. And I'm really excited to talk to you about it. So let's get into that.
Yes. So what does freedom mean to you?
Wow, what it means to me is literally all of those 4 freedoms. Let's keep going because I really actually just want to get to the business model because you know what? You guys know, your network marketers, you know what leveraged income is. You know there's a difference between an online income and going to your job.
Yes. So that's the main leverage. Yes.
Yeah.
And then, so we want to ask you, like, where are you right now? Like, these are technically the values that we all have in common. It's health, wealth, time, family, mindset, community, and contribution. Like, this is more of a slide to help you realize what's important to you now and what are areas that you really want to improve. So you feel free on your own time to rate them between 1 to 10, and then at the end of the slides or at the end of the presentation, sit down and see what actions you can do to improve them, because one of them may be connecting with one of us, right?
And then we really want you to think about, where do you want to be in 12 months? Like, I know for me, if you just go back one slide, Rockstar, actually, I know for me, before I switched from low ticket to high ticket, like time and family and, to be honest, celebration were like less than 5 out of 10 because I was on the hamster wheel and I was constantly on my phone and I was on calls around the clock, and it was a freaking nightmare. You guys, like, if you're on low ticket right now and you can't keep up with your inbox because you're having to message like 100 people a day just to get by, that is not okay. Okay,
yes.
Let's jump through to the.
And I just wanted to add that too, like when mom was getting sick, like I was afraid to stop posting like on social media. I felt like my business was gonna like follow,
and it would have.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
yeah, that's exactly right. Okay, next slide. Thank you, babe.
No problem.
Next slide.
We want to bring these things to light, right? So if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die, right? So drop us a 1 if your job ended today, would your income end today? Like, again, super vulnerable, right? And we just want to help you think of things like this because it's important. And we love to talk about money and what it brings, right?
Yeah, good question. Like, literally, if your job ended today, would your income end? Like, that is such a good, because there's only room in that box for a number. It's a 1 or it's a nothing, right? There's no room for comments because that's just an excuse. Okay. So the leveraged income model. So what we do is we partner with an established company, and we're going to talk to you about that company in just a sec. We share their product, which we love because we're all about health first. We help you automate your systems, right? So that literally your business continues to run, like in Rockstar's case, while she was literally caring at the end stage of her mother's beautiful life. Like, I know myself, there's no way if someone in my life needed me, and with my previous low ticket businesses, I could not have taken a month, 2 months, 3 months off that business without the backside, excuse my French, but falling out of the volume and therefore my income. And that is really scary when, like, let's just be honest for a minute. Drop me in the chat if you started in this industry or at least stayed in this industry for the stability and the security of knowing that you were building something for the future. Because that's a hell yes for me, right? And then to realize, actually in the low ticket space, that's not going to be the reality. Okay.
Right.
Slide. So actually let's flick over this slide because it's a bit more related to coaching and stuff. And we're just focusing on network marketing today. So in order to get your time and money back, you must be willing to invest both time and money, right? Like,
Yes.
and if you're not changing it, you're choosing it.
Amen. I love that quote. It's just like a aha moment, right?
Exactly, Rockstar.
Yes.
So why we partner with the company we partner with, and the company we partner with is Enagic.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Japanese company, been around for 50 years, you guys. Like, think about the products that you know and love. And so many of them that have been around for decades and continue innovating and evolving are Japanese. So we have true impact products. So we offer an entire health system with 4 key products that I'm going to go into in a moment. They enhance our health, they unlock wealth, and they protect the environment. We also have a generational wealth pathway where we get to, when we purchase those products, we unlock a highly profitable and fair commission structure that really actually offers, when we get to a certain level, a generational wealth pathway for us and our family. And I'm going to talk about that in more detail because that's why I'm here.
Yes, me too.
So why we partner with Enagic? We are an award-winning Japanese water technology company, you guys. And we're now leading the space of EMF, electromagnetic field devices. We recently launched a new in-home device. You guys are getting that in America in a few months. So Enagic are industry leaders at the forefront, and we're really driving innovation as a billion-dollar company, okay? The Japanese culture is centered around setting up the next generation. So partnering with Enagic allows you to will your income to your children. And again, I'm going to really talk about that in a moment, but let's go to the next slide and look at the products.
Yes.
This excites me. So the products we recommend, the K8, I call it our magic water. It's not magic. Please know that. But if you drink 3 liters of it a day, your body literally has the capacity of becoming alive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Our bodies are filled with water, and we're going to put into your body antioxidant rich water, literally with that hydrates our system, right? It literally turns everything into our body. It makes it alive again in a nutshell. Okay.
Yes.
The Anespa is our in-home shower experience. Okay. So the water remineralizes through an active charcoal ceramic filter, removing chlorine and bacteria. So removing the nasties and improving our family's skin, obviously, with that antioxidant rich water. The M-Guard, which you guys don't have in America yet, but as I said, it's an electromagnetic field device. It's going to defend your family and loved ones against invisible electromagnetic field disturbances.
Yes.
And our Ukon is our chemical-free wild turmeric, which has powerful antioxidant, antibacterial, and anti-inflammatory properties.
Yes.
So let's talk about some stats, because like I do have people saying to me sometimes, but like, doesn't everybody have one of these machines yet because you've been around for 50 years? And I love that question. The answer is absolutely not. Only 3 million people have a Kangen water machine in their home. Okay, or 3 million homes have a Kangen water machine. Now, as I said, the company is 50 years old, and we're literally only now just starting to gain really big traction through the online space. Traditionally, these water machines were sold like in person, right? Like, you know, water parties and things like that. Those of you who have done direct selling or low ticket, I used to partner with a shake company, right? We used to have protein bar parties and protein ball parties and all the things. That was fantastic, but it really only meant that I could access people in my town, right, to be my customers. Here, we're literally truly building online. A lot of us build this business and reach potential people to share the health and wealth opportunity with through ads. We're going to talk about that as well. It's very exciting. When you're getting paid high commissions, right? Like, because we're selling a high ticket product, there is the margin in there that you're earning. There's a margin to invest back in your business in things like ads, right? So basically, in my opinion, paying for real estate online is a no-brainer when there's a high ticket commission at the end of it. Okay, let's continue.
And if you're like, oh, I don't know what Joe's talking about, don't worry. Joe loves these numbers, and Joe is a great strategist. And we also have courses and all these trainings on how to do ads. So we can.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, like this is, you don't have to have any experience in any of this, because literally there's people surrounding us that have a lot of experience that are willing to help you and guide you.
Yeah, we're going to talk to you before the end of this conversation today. We're going to show you exactly how you can make money with an adjunct yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When I started in this industry 9 years ago, I didn't even have a Facebook account. Okay. So now I want to take you through these numbers. And again, I had to look at these a number of times. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the great thing about a network marketing business model is that we get to earn while we learn. Like that's my favorite part. I had somebody start in my business just less than a month ago. She'd done a little bit of low ticket, not had a lot of success. Maybe it made $1,000 in like 2 years. So, a little bit of success, but not a lot. And she came in, and within a week she called me and she said, I've got someone who wants some information. And I was like, amazing, send them this video and put them in a chat with me. And they got started, and she made over 4 figures. And so, like how, and she didn't know what she was doing. You guys, I'm using that example because, as Rockstar said, like we really invite you to actually just come in, like drop your ego, like forget what you've done before, whether it's low ticket, digital, nursing, whatever it is, and just be like, you know what, I don't know what I'm doing here, but I'm really open to learning. And I'm going to talk about a mentorship that I've got a spot for you if you're interested in partnering with Rockstar.
Yeah, that's a special offer there.
When we get started here, you can literally get started on one machine, a water machine, or you can get started on what we call the quad. The quad is our fast track strategy. Okay, when we get started on 4 products, we open up 4 business positions, which means that we're triple earning on commissions from the start. Okay, so when you start on a single machine, you earn $400 when you sell a water machine. When you get started on a quad, you actually jump, if you look in that right-hand column, you actually jump to the 2A row and you earn $1,546. Okay. Now, that is, like, as you can see, that is basically just over 3 times. So we're triple earning on commissions. Next slide, please.
Yes. So
this slide here is a lot of information, a lot of numbers. All we really wanted to show you was that you can earn $400 for selling a machine. Like back on, we don't need to go to the previous slide, but on the previous slide, the commissions start at $400. Okay, right through to down here on the bottom right of that right-hand column, 7,000. Okay, these are Australian dollars. The USD is actually not that different. Okay. The more products you purchase, the more you earn on each sale. Next slide. So it's really, really, what is really, really exciting here is that we really get to fast track your health and your wealth with what we call the quad strategy. Okay. So instead of just starting on one water machine, you're starting on all 4 of those products that I spoke through. Now, as I said, you guys don't have the M Guard in the US. That is okay. We either start you on 2 Anespas if you've got 2 showers in your home. That's how Rockstar started. Or somebody last night in Canada that I helped get started, we started her on 2 water machines. When you start on 2 water machines and then the Ukon and the Anespa, what happens is then you have a spare water machine, right? You might be thinking, what do I do with that? That is a loaner machine. Okay. So when someone says to you, wow, your energy's so amazing, Rockstar, or your skin looks great, or what is going on with you, you can be like, hey, I've actually got a loaner machine. Like you can drink this water for 2 weeks. I come and set it up for you. It'll take 10 minutes, 5 minutes actually. And then we have a special loaner agreement where they're literally signing that they're going to look after your water machine because it's very valuable. And on day 14, they're going to have a conversation with you about purchasing and investing in their health themselves. Yeah. And what we know is that when you have a loaner machine as part of your like business toolkit, you are more likely to earn like over 80,000 a year per year. Okay. Yes. Because the conversion rate from loaner machine to sale is so high. So here with the quad strategy, we only need to make 5 you bring in 5 people on a quad, and you've earned more than your original investment by about $1,000 or $2,000. You will have earned close to $18,000. Your next 6 quads, you're going to make nearly $50,000, you guys. Like, let these numbers drop in.
Yes.
And if these numbers are too big for your brain right now, then I understand. Just know that your first sale, you're going to make over $2,000. If $2,000 would change your life right now, drop a 1 in the chat.
Yes.
Okay. Let's keep going. Next
I know
slide.
it will for me.
Okay. So the pathway to generational wealth, I've circled in pink, you can see here. So I know for Rockstar and myself and so many of us who are in or were in low ticket network marketing, because there is so much pain and suffering right now in the low ticket space. I know probably at least one of you watching right now has left low ticket. You're like, it didn't work for me, I'm done. Or it worked for me, but it broke my heart because it declined. And I'm going to leave the industry and I'm going to go and do MRR, digital marketing, roadmap to riches, like one of them, right? You're going to do one. And I've done those too. I get it. I just want to invite you to be open to looking at this industry again, because this industry from a high ticket lens is very, very different to the low ticket space. And I didn't know this until I experienced it for myself. Like, I literally was like, oh my gosh, it doesn't even feel now like we're in the same industry. It actually feels so different. So for me, when I started in network marketing 9 years ago, I was like, no, I want to build something that is going to mean that one day, if I need to look after elderly parents or something happens in my family, I can tap out for as long as I need and get paid. And then I realized in the low ticket space that wasn't going to happen. Okay, you guys.
Yeah.
And I was devastated. I nearly left this industry myself last year. I have no idea what I was going to do, but anyway, it was just heartbreaking. And I had built a coaching business. You know, maybe some of you watching are coaches. My coaching business is awesome. I built it to 7 figures. I love it. The thing is, if I'm not creating, selling, and delivering, I'm not earning money. Here, I can get my business to 6A2-3. Don't worry about the numerals and the letters.
Yes.
But I can get my business to that and earn 5,000 US every month for my life. And that can pass to my children, which is phenomenal. Obviously, there's big bonuses and it goes all the way up to dash 8. Let's not even worry about that. Let's just focus on dash 3, which is legacy. Okay, and I'm on track to do that within my first just over a year. And you can too. Next slide, please.
I'm so proud of you, Joe.
Okay, so traditional MLM, let's just look through this. Okay, so by the way, if anything I do, Rockstar will do. Anything that Rockstar does, you can do as well because of our systems, okay, our products and our systems. So traditional MLM, like, drop me a 1 if you got sick of monthly quotas. Like, yesterday I spoke to a low ticket network marketer. She'd been in low ticket for 15 years. We worked out that she has spent close to 100,000 on product. Yeah. 100,000. And then I let her know that the investment with us was, you know, about 10,000 for a quad, 10 to 12, right? Whatever it is, 10 to 14, doesn't matter. And don't get caught up on those numbers because you don't have to have that money in the bank. We help you finance. We help you get an interest-free credit card. We show you that when you invest in this business with us, it's 0 of your own money down. Yes. And then you're going to get paid commission on purchasing your products. You're going to get paid commission. And we tell you to put that money to the side. And it's going to, it literally is going to mean that your first 3 months of repayments for your financing for your business, it's not going to come out of your own wallet. So if you're sitting watching this, if you heard those numbers and you were like, I'm out, just stay, because maybe this, you're on here for a reason. Like, maybe you dropped in, like, maybe this is your sign. Okay? Yes. So we don't have quotas here. We don't lose our rank. No. We get paid, as I showed you, $400 to $7,000. There's a really bad echo. Is it me? No, maybe we're fine. All good. That we don't have membership fees. Well, we have a one-off investment, right? So I love that. And we teach you how to attract. So let's talk about that. Next slide.
Yes.
Yeah, so you might be thinking, well, it looks great, Joe and Rockstar, but you guys are rock stars, and how could I do this? I want to share a little story with you, okay? So when I was looking to move from low ticket to high ticket, it was really important for me that the person who hasn't had much success in low ticket would have success here. I
Yes.
knew that I would have success here. I knew that Rockstar would have success because we've had success in low ticket. I needed to know that maybe someone like you watching would have success. I actually got on a plane and I flew to a business retreat for one day with our mentors, Christy and Clint, and I met with 19 people that they were personally working with. None of them had had big success in low ticket. In fact, most of them had never even done low ticket, and they'd all made money here. And I was like, okay, now I can cut my check and walk away from that business partnership and come here. And I have so many stories now of so many success stories, and it's so beautiful. So you are going to get access. You are going to subscribe to our education, automation, and duplication platform, okay, where we're going to literally teach you how to share the product.
Yeah.
All you're going to do is invite people to something like this. We run these frequently. You're going to leverage an automated sales process, right? You're going to use our sales team to take your calls. You don't even have to do them. Like, how cool is that? You're investing in your own wellness products, and of course, you're going to launch your business and start making sales.
Yeah.
Next slide.
So how and why automated sales? Again, it totally makes sense. As I mentioned, the systems and automations definitely work for you 24/7, so that you are literally making money or making sales while you sleep, right? This is what we want. It's the time flexibility. Like, time flexibility is so sexy. That's like live boldly, right? You get to choose what you want to do with your time, when, where, and how, without having to check in on your wallet or your boss, right?
Yes.
And these systems that we've incorporated are proven systems that work. One of the things we preach or we talk about is success leaves clues. And so we pretty much model all these systems with the very successful, and there's tons of successful people at the very top. That's one thing that I love about this company. There's a lot. There's not just 5, 15 or the same 20 people that are always getting shout outs every month. No, there's a lot of people. And so let the systems work for you because they worked for the most successful.
Yes.
And then lastly, I also get but Rochelle, I'm not good in sales. You do not have to. Literally, you do not have to sell, because the systems, we have sales calls teams that will do the selling for you, that will do the paperwork. All you have to do is connect them to a call, and then they're off. So that's why I think it's so great.
Yes. So there are 7 days in a week, and some day is not one of them. Today, I'm going to invite you to basically do the thing today, do the thing this week that most people won't do, to have the tomorrow that most people won't have. Next slide.
I love that.
That invitation that I'm inviting you today to drop the word bold in the chat.
Yes.
If you would like to just have a confidential conversation, okay, a conversation, if you drop the word bold, and if you don't want to drop the word bold because you don't want people to see, we get it. Just message Rockstar the word bold, either on Instagram or here in Messenger. The first thing she's going to do is connect you straight into a chat with me, okay? Straight into a chat with me. The reason for that is later this week, I am launching for the last time this year a very small container, a mentorship program. I have 11 spots. 3 went yesterday. So whatever that is, there's 8 spots left. Okay. And I'm really excited to offer those to Rockstar's friends and followers. Okay. So this particular container is really going to focus on, women who have been in low ticket, which we know is you if you're watching this. Okay. So it's really you're going to spend 4 weeks with me in a very small container. Okay. You're going to have a call with me each week. You're going to be in a private chat group with me. I'm going to be helping you launch your business. Each of you is actually going to get as well. This is my best. I charge thousands for this, by the way.
Yes.
Each of you is going to get a one-on-one badass brand message session with me. to really help you work out, okay, you know what is my brand message going to be? Who do I want to work with? Who do I want to call in? And how do I then set up my socials accordingly to make that happen? That mentorship is worth 3,000 US, okay, 4 weeks with me. That's what I charge. So we are offering that. So you drop the word bold here, or you message Rockstar the word bold. She's going to put you in a chat with me. I'm going to send you a video to then watch. We're going to jump on a call if that video interests you. And then I'm going to invite you to apply for a mentorship spot with me. So I hope that's given you something to think about on this beautiful, for you guys, fall weekend.
Yes.
Okay? Nothing changes if nothing changes. Okay.
Yes.
Like if you right now in your life, in your current online business are like, something doesn't feel good, like it just feels off, I invite you to trust your intuition, drop the word bold, message Rockstar the word bold, and I will see you when she connects you with me in a chat. Good evening, everybody.
Bye, y'all.